They say that any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. But what I'm wondering is, how do they know what magic looks like? It's Girl in Space.
I'm going to fix this. I'm going to bring back Ra to full health, and restore the ecosystem in the glasshouse, and develop a new embryonic Daisy, and make Charlotte stop glitching, and find a way to reattach the communications pod that just broke away from the rest of the Cavatica. I'm going to fix everything.
Go, go, go! Go!
Charlotte, I am behind you.
I need a damage report.
The communications pod has been completely disintegrated. I have temporarily sealed off
the damaged area.
But the explosion consumed a majority of the Cavatica's oxygen supply. It also destroyed a large section of the hydroponic system. Light, heat, and Atmo are currently limited to local glasshouse pod production.
Okay, vacuum suit time. Got it. Oh, you've got some scratches on your exterior. Are you okay?
Affirmative.
Kai, how about you?
Yes. Fortunately, I do not require high levels of oxygen to function.
Good. Charlotte, is there any data to indicate what might have caused the explosion?
Negative.
Theories?
Seismic reverberations indicate physical impact. The source has yet to be identified.
Huh. Okay, keep me posted if and when you learn more. Kai, where's Captain, Chen? Where's Chen?
Likely being evacuated with everyone else.
Can you make sure, please?
Captain Chen, this is Officer Kai. Do you copy?
Man, I do not remember the suit being
Sir?
so hard to get into.
He's not responding.
Okay. Everything is going to be okay. Charlotte, want to go help me find Chen?
If you insist.
Awesome. We'll start over by the...
Unfortunately, I cannot let you leave the glasshouse pod.
Oh, come on.
My apologies, but I have one job to do, and I'm doing it. For your own safety and everyone else's.
But there are explosions and screaming. Everything is all crazy right now.
All the more reason to keep you here, where it is safe.
So what, you think I'm safer with you here pointing that gun at me?
It's set for stun.
Oh. What happened to that whole disposing of me thing?
This conversation is immaterial to our present situation. Stay here. I will retrieve Captain Miles Chen.
No murdering.
Oral receptors malfunctioning.
That was weird.
They probably had the situation under control.
No, I mean Charlotte offering to help. She's been gone a long time. We should probably go after her.
It hasn't even been a full minute.
I'm bad at waiting. Come on. Or would you rather explain to your superiors why you had to shoot me? Ow! Day 10 Mark 317, hour 1955. Everyone's back on the Kavatica in vacuum suits again, just like the good old days when they first kidnapped me and turned my life into this great big whirligig of fun that never stopped spinning. Speaking of which, I can't believe you shot me.
Why? I issued fair warning. Did you not think I would follow through on my promise? Also, I did not shoot you. I stunned you.
Semantics. Friends don't stun each other.
Are we friends?
Knock it off, you two. Chen, you feeling okay?
Yeah, I've been worse.
You were great out there, Captain.
Incorrect. Tampering with highly combustible materials is in direct violation of Caldwell Enterprises' preservation of human resources protocols.
Well then, I'm glad you were there to dig me out, Charlotte.
Further infractions will result in disciplinary measures.
Wait, you're joking, right?
Oral receptors malfunctioning.
Oh, yeah, she's totally joking.
You guys still there?
Chen here. Are all non-essential personnel safely aboard the Enforcer 1?
Yep. Chan's got them all rounded up. Couple injuries, no casualties. I heard you saved one of the scientists.
Just doing my job. What story are they telling you on your end?
It's pretty cut and dry. Supposedly, a glitch in one of the fighters. Went rogue, smashed into the Kavatica's communication pod. You know.
Wait, those fighter ships don't have people in them?
You think we'd waste valuable human resources?
I don't know. Everyone seems pretty trigger-happy around me.
Oh, hey, is that the science experiment?
Hi.
Oh man, I hate being stuck out here. When do I get to join you guys on the Kavatica?
The day you stop complaining, are any of the higher-ups saying what could have caused a glitch in one of the fighters like that?
Well, that's the weird thing. Nothing's showing up on our end, which means it must have been a localized error. They're hoping you're going to recover more info from the crash site. Oh yeah, and I have a memo here from management encouraging Officer Thorson to make progress on the 2 magnetically sealed pods?
Yeah, I know.
Roger that. We'll report back soon. Chen out. All right, X, you're doing your science thing. Chance will be here soon to keep an eye on you. Kai and Thor, you're with me. Hood's up outside of the glass house pod.
I will accompany you to ensure that this function is carried out in the event of
unanticipated death.
No, that's okay. You stay here and help keep X safe. Good timing, Chance. You're on babysitting duty.
Cool.
All right, let's move.
Right behind you.
Roger that.
I'm just gonna
Sorry. Captain's orders.
stay right here.
If it makes you feel better, it's set for stun.
Yeah, people keep telling me that. Day 10 Mark 317, hour 21:32. Okay, so there are some upsides to forced lab confinement. For one, I've been able to make significant progress on Ra. He is healing surprisingly quickly. Like, I know I mentioned that he was making good progress yesterday, but he is completely surpassing all of my projections. Another week or so, and he'll be completely stable. So, my physics is a little rusty. I know that time is relative and bends around stars, but does it really bend that much?
Clarification. Is this query literal or rhetorical?
Purely rhetorical. Another upside is that I have ample time and opportunity to perform surreptitious science. The Caldwell Enterprises folks don't want me to try anything, so of course that's exactly what I intend to do. Only thing is, I'm not sure what to try. I mean, I've put together a few little things, but nothing that achieves a larger, more comprehensive goal. Because I'm not entirely sure what my larger goal is right now. It's confusing. I think initially my goal could have been to escape, but I did not have a stellar experience aboard the Enforcer 1, and there's really nowhere else I can escape to, especially since I can't exist any farther away from Ra than I am now. And any closer to him would bring me to the Roche limit, which would be a major yikes. To a lesser extent, I could hide. I could seal myself in one of the other pods on the Kavatica, or become some weird little phantom who dwells up in the vents. But that kind of thing seems A, unnecessarily spiteful, B, tiresome, and C, nonsensical, given that my work and my sustenance are all right here in the glass house. Goal-wise, I've also given a bit of thought to getting rid of the Caldwell Enterprises personnel, which has kind of been done for me with the explosion from earlier. The scientists and engineers and counselors have all been evacuated, and only Chen's team is left. Though I'm not sure how to get rid of them yet.
You do realize I'm less than 3 feet away from you.
Shh. I'm pretending you're not. The tricky part would be getting the fleet to return to wherever it came from. Caldwell Enterprises seems pretty invested in the whole "we own the Kavatica and everything on board" thing, given the amount of stickers, stamps, and tags I've seen.
Do not forget pigment-based body modifications.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Hey, how have you managed to remain sticker-free so far?
I am equipped with a tungsten arc welding laser.
Must be nice. Maybe if I had one of those, I wouldn't need to be babysat. Maybe I could be out there solving problems instead of standing at a slightly dented lab table, resuscitating a cryogenically frozen goat embryo, and feeling nostalgic about the good old days when I was cold and alone.
You're really hung up on that babysitting duty thing, huh?
I'm still pretending you're not here.
Chen didn't mean it like that. He just wants to keep you safe so that you can use your superpowers to keep the sun from frying everyone's brains.
That's not what would happen. And I don't have superpowers. And technically, Ra is a red dwarf star, not a sun. But thanks.
Yeah. And seriously, don't feel left out. They're just lifting heavy rubble and sifting through garbage. We've got it way better in here.
Hey, Chance? In addition to inspecting the crashed fighter, the guy on the communicator mentioned something about the 2 magnetically sealed pods. I understand trying to open up the starboard pod since it's been sealed for as long as I can remember, but why are they trying to break into my parents' suite?
What?
The second locked pod, portside. What do they want with it?
They might not know it was your parents' suite. That's the way suits operate. They see a locked door, they want in. They might not even really care about what's inside.
I care about what's inside.
Why? What's in there?
As far as I know, just their stuff. Clothes, blankets, photographs, personal trinkets, maybe some poetry books. I don't know. I haven't been in there in years.
Why'd you shut it?
I didn't. Hey, can we just go over there? If they open it, I want to be there.
Sorry, no can do.
I won't try anything, promise. You can keep that gun pointed at me the whole time. I just want to be there. Please. It's where my dad taught me to read. It's where my mother used to sing. When she shut that pod and sealed it off, it was like I lost part of who I was.
As much as I'd like to help you out, I can't. Sorry.
Fine. Now.
What?
Welding complete.
Clever girl. Wow. Not only are the Caldwell Enterprises personnel still occupied with the crashed fighter, but said crash did enough structural damage that one of the girders smashed up through sublevel A and tore a giant hole in the bulkhead outside of my parents' suite. The hole is roughly 1 meter high and 1 meter across, jagged around the edges, and leaking some kind of oily liquid from a pipe that burst farther up in the wall. There's a wispy, singed substance poking out in places, too. Perhaps some kind of insulation. I tried to peek into the suite, but it's really hazy in there. Dust that's still settling, or maybe smoke. Another thing, even if the hydroponic system were functioning correctly, this pod isn't hooked up to it. And yet there's still a bit of pale blue light shining through the dust from the inside. Okay. Charlotte, you stand guard. I'm going to crawl in and have a look.
Are you sure you wish to proceed?
Yeah? Why?
Willful self-endangerment is in direct violation of Caldwell Enterprises' preservation of human resources. Protocols.
Unfortunately for Caldwell Enterprises, I'm prioritizing my family over protocol. Deal with it.
1 moment, please.
You are acting way more cagey than usual, Charlotte. What's up?
Do not judge us too harshly.
What does that mean? Judge who? You're not making any sense.
Find me. Find me. Find me.
Find me. Find me. Find me. Find me.
Great. Well, at least when she reboots, she'll be able to weld anyone who gets too close. All right. Wish me luck, Dad. I'm going in. Oh. Okay, this is way creepy. Like, it's a familiar setting, but different. Abandoned. Alien, even. Like in Jurassic Park, in the main bunker, when they turn off the lights and they can't get them back on again. Though, there is light in here. Kind of. Light produced by a blue-green bioluminescent fungi growing all over the ceiling. We have some of it back in the glasshouse pod, I think. Pinellus stypticus, I think. Or something close to it. Anyway, I'm in my mother's study, which branches off of my parents' main sitting room. It's an interior room, so no windows, but she made up for that with... Oh my gosh, I had forgotten. She had a painting of the ocean over her desk. Choppy gray water and greenish cliffs descending onto rocks and sand. There's still a coffee cup here on her desk, crusted over inside with white clouds of mold and some dried coffee remains that must be thousands of days old. I remember never understanding the joke on it. So there's this little round cartoon guy on it that says, "Dieting is a losing battle." Yeah, I still don't understand it. Next to the mug is a data pad, barely used. Looks like it needs a password. I'll figure that out later. All right. Pens, paper clips, papers, old key cards, engine schematics. Huh, a copy of Le Fleur du Mal by Baudelaire. Oh. The paper's all crumbly, but that's okay. I can still remember it. The poet is like that wild inheritor of the cloud, a rider of storms above the range of arrows and slings. Exiled on earth, at bay amid the jeering crowd, he cannot walk for his unmanageable wings. That is from The Albatross, George Dillon translation. Though, she's not the one who had me memorize it. That was you. Not a lot of stuff in here. Let's see. Across from her desk is her workbench, which is way less cluttered than I remember it. Just some random tools and spare parts, clogged with oil and dust. Okay. And here's the door that leads out into the sitting room. Hold on to your butts. Oh no. I can't... Right. There's no power. Well, I wonder if I can... Not so much. Bummer. Well, folks, our tour might be over for today. Now, the question becomes, what do I do with myself? Escape? Hide? Eradicate the remaining Caldwell Enterprises personnel? Just kidding. I'm gonna head back to the Glasshouse pod and see if I can pin all of this on Charlotte. Day 10 Mark 317, hour 23:55. So, I got back to the Glasshouse pod and saw that Chance was still unconscious, so I just pretended I'd been there the whole time, and when he woke up, I explained that Charlotte had malfunctioned and shot electricity everywhere. And when he asked Charlotte about it, she just kind of sputtered and glitched, which really gave extra credence to my story. It probably shouldn't have been that easy, but I don't know. Kind of nice to have something go my way for once. Now I'm curled up on my cot between the insect terrariums and the bromeliads, hiding under my thermal blanket. The chirping of the crickets and the warm light of Ra are making me feel all nice and warm and sleepy. I'm holding the data pad that I took from Mom's study. I keep turning it on briefly just to see the little box where you enter the password to unlock it. I've tried a couple phrases, but so far nothing has worked. Even if I never unlock it, it's still just kind of nice to have.
Chance?
Yeah, I'm here.
You look terrible.
The AI glitched out on me a little, but no big deal. Find what you need?
Yeah. Speaking of that glitchy AI, just do me a favor and stay away from it for a little while. Where is it?
Probably in sleep mode somewhere. The experiment's asleep too. So what'd you find out?
Someone programmed the fighter to hit the Cavatica. We're still figuring out who, but it wasn't a glitch.
Any progress with those locked pods? Management seems pretty serious about them.
That's tomorrow. Or heck, I might even pull an all-nighter and get it over with now. I'm really sick of them docking my pay.
Cool. See you in the morning.
Night.
Night.
alphanumeric, 6 characters. I've tried birth dates, meaningful anniversaries, nicknames, real names, including, narcissistically, my own, and nothing. It's been an irritatingly long day. I'll try again in the morning when my brain is fresh. Good night. Oh, man. Day 10 mark 318, hour 0436? Someone just opened the doors to the glass house. It is way too early.
Kai, experiment girl. Chen wants all hands on deck now.
What?
Why?
It's crazy. I was up all night working on that stupid portside pod, and about an hour ago, I finally got it to open.
What did you find inside?
Oh, at first it was just normal stuff. Books, papers, personal items. But about 5 minutes ago, we found a dead body in that pod.
Support for the Girl in Space podcast is made possible by listeners like you. You can help keep the show going, get sweet merch, and access bonus episodes for as little as $2 a month when you become a patron on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/girlinspace, all one word, to check out exclusive rewards for patrons and make your pledge. That's Patreon, patreon.com/girlinspace. For credits and a full transcription of this and other episodes of Girl in Space, please visit girlinspacepodcast.com. If you're interested in creative writing, be sure to check out my other show, Right Now. That's right, like WRITE, because puns. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to the Girl in Space podcast. It means so much.